it is worried that it is going to get harder to continue these ceasefires. There's about 30 women and children still in Gaza and 125 men and soldiers. Once the women and children are released, it is likely that Hamas is going to create greater demands for the release of the men and soldiers. They might demand higher profile Palestinian prisoners to be released, some who might have been convicted of deadly attacks. This is something that Israel has been opposed to in the past. Also on Thursday, Secretary of State Antony Blinken visited Israel for the third time since the war began. He told Israel that once it renews its offensive and if it goes south, it needs to take great pains not to kill civilians, which Israel had been accused of doing in the north of Gaza during the beginning of this offensive. Blinken met with Prime Minister Netanyahu. He also met with the war cabinet. He then went to the occupied West Bank and met with Palestinian President Mahmoud Abbas. So while the truce in Gaza has largely held, in the past few days there has been escalation of skirmishes. Here in Jerusalem on Thursday, 2 Palestinian gunmen opened fire at a bus stop on one of the main highways. They were killed. They were said to be brothers from East Jerusalem, and Hamas claimed responsibility for that attack. They said it was in retaliation for Israel killing women and children in Gaza and in the West Bank. On Wednesday in the West Bank in the city of Jenin, 2 Palestinian teenagers were killed when Israel conducted raids on that town. Now, it doesn't look like either of these are going to impact the ceasefire or the truce. It's not part of the truce, but there is concern that if it escalates, there could be parallel fronts in the West Bank and in Gaza. I spoke to a man tonight, Isa, who's in the West Bank. He said that there are raids every night, that settlers are trying to push people off their homes. People are living in fear. They can't move around freely. He said he worries that it's going to get to this point of no return, that Palestinians who might at one point have been open to a peaceful solution with Israelis are no longer going to even consider it.